Hey guys, how's breakfast?
I'm still full.
What did you get again?
This Mexican omelet that had chorizo
Chorizo.
and hella cheese.
There was so much cheese. If we could show you how much cheese he had. Bro, he's been rolling this shit for like 10 minutes.
I was just twisting it for like, not even exaggerating, for like a good
10 minutes.
10 minutes of just me rolling cheese.
I was like, how much cheese is in that fucking omelet? What's today?
Third.
The 3rd of January? It's 2024. Isn't that crazy?
Year of the Mamba mentality.
Mama mentality. But that's every year, every day. I don't know why, but I was just thinking of like before we started recording and you were just making those noises.
Are you gonna add that in there?
I don't know. You could just tell them, or you could just make them listen to what you were doing.
I think it's better if you just
Insert it.
yeah.
Okay. Insert clip here. So, anyways, I woke up this morning. I didn't know it was gonna rain. I had no idea. It was just like dark and gloomy out. I thought it was just really early in the morning, but it was already like 9:30. And to me, it's early, but to Anthony, that's just later in the day.
Yeah, I was just gonna hang out by myself for a little bit until you woke up.
What time did you wake up today?
Well, 7, but usually I wake up earlier, like 4,
Dang, why'd you wake up so late?
because I hung out with family.
So we had plans to go to this new hotel casino that just opened up. It's called the Durango, and man, it's what's your first impressions of Durango?
There's nothing special, but like definitely it's very aesthetically pleasing.
It is.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I really liked about it was clean. It smelled good. And it was like very aesthetic. Like when you go, especially when you go to the food area, like every place is like different themed, and it looks different. With like you know how like in some like in a regular food court, it's like everything just kind of looks generic.
The same. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one like it's very unique. That's what I really like about it. Another thing I really liked was what's it called? It's called Bel Air Bar. Right?
You like the bar?
The bar is really nice, but before the bar, when you get welcomed in by the what do you call them? Are they hosts?
Yes.
Hosts, right? Hostess. Dude, oh my god, I fucking fell in love. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you felt like after effects, like after we left, you were just like, oh.
Yeah, like I was like, oh god, she was so cute. I'm still feeling that way. It was her smile and her eyes, dude. I was like, I got stun locked. I was like literally like I was trying to play it off like it was cool, but she was gorgeous. So it was the one like when you're walking in, it's the girl on the left. The other girl is pretty too, but the one that really like intrigued me was the girl on the left. So if you ever see this, hit me up, hit my DMs. I'm always here, so I don't know. I wanted to go back actually, but Anthony stopped me. He's got shit to do, so I have to bring him back here. Like I think in the mornings, it's like empty. It's like a nice place to just chill. Even if you wanted to go in there like study or like do some work, it's pretty empty. Like on the weekdays in the morning, like I would go there just to, like chill. Like there's nice views everywhere. At the entrance, at the pool. Oh, speaking of the pool, what did you think of the pool?
Small.
It's small.
It's like a pool, like if you go to like an apartment complex. That's what I feel.
It's like that, but like
Yeah.
fancier, or just in like a nicer area or a nicer establishment.
And it didn't look that deep too.
It didn't. It looked like it was like 2 feet deep. I feel like there's like a lot of like seating in the pool, like by poolside. That I think if it were summertime, it would be really crowded and congested.
They had a lot of like private like cabanas.
Cabanas,
Yeah.
yeah, they did have a lot of those.
I feel like it would be like a cool place, like you had like a small group of people, like of your friends to go.
Yeah.
Nice little chill area.
What I really liked was when we walked in.
with the girls.
Yeah, well, it helped.
What was their purpose? Like they didn't check us in or anything. Like there's you don't have to like pay to get in.
Yeah, they literally just told us to like, come inside and check out the bar
In the pool.
and the pool. And
Were you about to walk away? Like, cause we were like walking.
Yeah, I was about to walk away. And then I don't know what they said to you. I don't know what
Well,
did
I just went up to them because I thought it was a restaurant, and I was like, "What is this place?" And then they're like, "Oh, you can come back there and just walk around." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
It's literally like there's like the bar area in the middle, and then on the outside is like seating.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. Like I actually enjoyed seeing it empty. And I think by the time we left, after we checked out the pool, there was like one guy sitting at the bar. And it looked like a scene of a movie. It's just like he's waiting for somebody to come by or whatever the hell.
He's gonna find the love of his life.
I thought I found the love of my life right there at the entrance of Bel Air Bar. Shoes. Wow.
Did you go back?
I'd go back like fucking 5 times today if I could. Like maybe after you leave, I'll go back. Oh, I saw one of my other friends that was working there, so shout out. We didn't get to try the food there. I do want to try the oyster bar whenever the next time we go back. Maybe today. No?
Me?
Yeah. I'm just
No.
kidding. Maybe on Friday.
For dinner?
Maybe.
We can. I feel like I'm like.
It's gonna be busy though.
Yeah. Friday?
You feel like what?
I feel like I'm like reconnecting with like old friends again.
Because you just came back, right?
Yeah.
What do you
'Cause,
mean?
like-
What do you mean you're reconnecting with your old friends?
Because like Friday, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go snowboarding with
Oh, that's right.
Mary Kay and Ryan.
That's right.
And then I was just gonna mention maybe we can reconnect with them at the oyster bar, like after snowboarding.
That could be a thing.
Yeah.
I'll consider it. When's the last time you went snowboarding?
Last year,
Last year when? Wasn't it a long season?
there was still snow in May.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
long season last year. That's what I heard. And then I heard that this year it's like pretty warm, right?
I think this year opened up early because last year it didn't open until after New Year's.
Oh, okay.
But then this year it opened like a few weeks before New Year's.
But is the snow still like the same amount as like last year?
I think they still need more snow, but when you're up there, they have like the snow maker thing, whatever.
Oh, I see. So they make their own snow. I didn't know that. It's fake ass snow. Who knew? Damn, that just like ruined the experience for. I don't want to go no more.
Is that the fake snow?
Yeah, it's fake.
real snow, but
It's fake. It's fake. Okay, so catch us up. What have you been doing the last year? You haven't really been here.
no, that's crazy. Because I think the last time we did this was when I was still living here.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
it was the last podcast.
Like living here, as in like living with your parents.
Living in Pahrump / Vegas
Oh, okay.
area,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
and we were just like talking about like what our goals were for
Yeah.
2023.
You remember what you asked me? Like the two things. What's more
What's more probable?
likely
Yeah.
to happen?
A date or jujitsu?
Yeah.
And then you actually
What did you guys think? What did you guys think?
like click. Whatever.
Comment down below. But I ended up doing jujitsu. Like I took my first jujitsu class. I couldn't even finish the class. It was like after warm-ups, I was already gassed, and then we went into like a first move. And then during that first move, I couldn't. Like I went straight to the bathroom, and I was there for like 20-30 minutes. I was like done. Like I thought I was gonna pass out. And
Were you
yeah.
not hydrated, or you were just more fatigued than anything?
I think it was a lot of things because I was running on like 2 hours of sleep. I had McDonald's that day, and
Nice.
I never had McDonald's.
What'd
And
you
then and I also had an energy drink.
Would you have at McDonald's?
I can't remember. It's probably a burger,
Dang.
burger and fries.
It's a good combo
Oh yeah,
for your first jujitsu class.
So it was like lack of sleep, McDonald's, energy drink to stay awake, and then I went like after work, I went straight to jujitsu. So it was like I put myself with the worst conditions possible. And then after the fact, like I still wanted to roll, and then I still wanted to go back. So, but I haven't been back since. Just to put it out there, I haven't been back since.
Would you do a class with me this year?
Or get a girlfriend?
What was more probable to happen for you? Because I feel like I've been trying to get you to do a class with me.
Yeah, but our boy Christian got me to go with him first. That's crazy. You must feel betrayed.
But now it's my turn, though.
Oh, it's your turn? Yeah, well.
You getting a girlfriend, or you, not even a girlfriend, but you to go on a...
Yeah, girlfriend is like a lot. It's saying a lot. I don't know. I mean, if that girl from Durango hits me up, anything is possible at this point.
You to go on a date, or for you to go to a class with me?
What's more probable?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah.
You know, I really want to say just date.
Just to make it happen.
Just to make it happen. Just put it to put it out there in the universe. But yeah, I think more likely is the BJJ class. For sure.
A date.
I'll just take myself out on a date. Is a picnic a date?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. I already know your answer.
Yeah. A picnic is a date, and I feel like you shouldn't have to
make it clear.
Yeah. Because I feel like different occasions mean like different things. Like a date is just like I feel like that's just more than hanging out with someone. Like it's too like in my head I feel like that's kind of romantic.
A picnic is romantic. Like that isn't that like what really picnics are for? Like it's more like it's a cute thing to do with like somebody that you're interested in or somebody you're with.
I feel like if there's like steps to like getting to know someone, like you can like start off with like through like texting, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you want to go grab some drinks, and you get drinks, and then you can after that you get like coffee or breakfast, and then lunch, and then you start hanging out, and then there's the picnic level.
That's like traditional.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more traditional.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, I get that. I totally understand. But like in modern society,
you skip all of that.
You skip all that. You like text, then you fuck, and then from there you decide if you're compatible or not. And then you go on a picnic maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I wrong?
For today? No.
Yeah, in today's world.
Because people just want to just try.
They want to taste.
Yeah. Because it's really accessible now.
Yeah. For sure. Like I think apps have made it, like just social media in general, have made it easier. I saw a post like the other day where it's kind of like it's kind of like just showed like how men used to just they didn't have a choice. Like they didn't have like a social media option. If they like somebody, they have to go up to them and be like, "Hey, do you want to go out sometime?" Like I feel like it's more rare now, obviously, because we have technology and we can just hide behind the phone and message and whatever. But it's definitely it's different. Like when I saw that girl at Durango, I was like, I had a decision to make, but I just couldn't get it out.
Dang, what stopped you? Just scared?
Huh?
Scared?
Scared?
Yeah.
I don't know if scared is the word.
You just didn't know what to say?
I just like couldn't pull the trigger.
Dang. I think I need to get better at like giving out compliments.
That's the thing. It's like I didn't go in there with the mindset of like trying to ask somebody out. I think if I came in there knowing that I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a pretty girl and like ask them out, then I probably would have said something. But
yeah, I see that too.
Because
that's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, because like when we went there to like just check out the place. That's literally what we came in there for. But I get what you're saying. Like for me, usually it's normal for me to just like compliment people. Like it's like that like rule. It might be cheesy to you guys, but like, you know, just make somebody smile or like make somebody laugh like once a day or whatever, like if you can, right? Like just say something good about them or compliment them or something. Just say something nice.
And what would you have said?
Mm.
Like if you had like a second chance. Like
If
go
I had
back-
a second chance,
yeah, like go back in time. See.
I don't know, because it's all, like I also have like some rules that I go by. Like I try not to really compliment them on like appearance. But if like that's all I have to go off of, then you know, I would have been like, "Oh, dude, I love your smile," blah blah blah, right? But you know, I don't know. They're in the workplace. I don't want to
You're like,
do too much.
Why are you so nice to me?
Yeah, it's like why? I love how you're so nice to me. Like I'm doing my job, but I don't know. The giggles. I heard the giggles when we like walked in and like walked out, and I was like,
What if they were just laughing at us?
if they were laughing at us, bro, fuck it. At least they laughed. Fuck it. What were you saying about like just being better with compliments?
I don't know where I was going with it. But I feel like I give like my friends that I care about compliments.
And not just like,
Yeah.
but you don't give it out to strangers.
Yeah. But I feel like if I had the intentions of like trying to look for someone right now, I think I need to be better at complimenting.
I think so too. Because I think your swag now is definitely a lot better than your swag in the last couple of years. I think now it's caught up.
What do you mean my swag? Like how I dress?
Yeah, like how you dress, like how you carry yourself now.
I feel like I didn't do anything different.
I mean, if we look back a couple years back, maybe even just a year ago, I think you'll see a difference in like the way you carry yourself. So
Maybe it's glasses.
maybe it's the glasses. I need to get glasses too. I'm trying to be like Anthony.
Like all this is just a sweater and then another extra large
Yeah, but he
shirt.
didn't used to dress like that. This is all new.
I'm wearing cologne too. You
Wow,
smell it?
you're actually wearing cologne? Wow, that smells good. What is that?
YSL.
YSL?
I forgot the exact.
Hold on, let me put on my cologne. I forgot to put my cologne on today.
You're gonna put it on. You're wearing Versace. No, that's Ralph Lauren, the red one. Did I get it right?
No. I can't say I'm gatekeeping this one. This is new.
It smells like the red. You know the Ralph.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, the red one. That's what it smells like.
Yeah. It's not
Smell
that.
again?
Yeah.
It smells like it's like warm, like woody, sweet.
You like it?
I like it.
Smells good, right? Yeah. You smell good too.
Yeah, this is I forgot the name.
You said
of it.
YSL?
Yeah.
Yves Saint Laurent?
Yeah.
I know that one.
But they just came out with a new one. It's a black one.
A black one. Well, that's
Yeah.
fancy. Is it more expensive?
It was pretty expensive.
Yeah. Why are cologne so expensive?
You know what's the tip that I've been doing? Like right here I have like just a little bit of Vaseline. And I just
You put Vaseline on there so it like stays on longer?
Mhm.
That's crazy. Yo, Anthony's putting you guys on game. Put some Vaseline on your neck and then spray the cologne on there.
because usually the colognes they don't stay on for that long.
Yeah. Or you need to activate it. You need a sweat or something. Yeah.
So like I sprayed this this morning. So that was like 7.
Mm.
And it's already almost 3.
I will keep that in mind. I mean, I think generally mine lasts a while from what I've heard.
You know what that smells like? Because I just got my brother some cologne too for Christmas.
Uh
Poco it's a gold bar.
Poco de Gallo. I don't know that one. I'm not sure.
That one smells good too. It
Mm.
looks like it's a million elixir. That's
Okay.
what I got my brother.
I'll have to look that one up.
That one's a good one.
Oh man. I feel like a lot of these kids that are coming up, like they don't wear cologne. They stink. Why do you guys stink? All you younger guys, And teens, make sure you wear cologne. You gotta smell good. Like, take care of yourself.
I think they don't. They just don't know yet.
They don't. Yeah, I mean,
Because I didn't start wearing cologne until maybe like later in my 20s.
really.
Yeah.
I started early. I started pretty
'Cause
early.
it's expensive.
It is expensive, but I just use my dad's.
Mhm.
My dad's he uses Jean Paul. You know that one? It's like a torso of a dude
Oh,
with like stripes.
yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah. Jean Paul. It's a classic scent. Yeah, dude, don't be wearing like no Axe body spray. I don't know if you guys still have that around.
I wear
Or-
that for work.
Now?
The Pure Sport Old Spice. They got a body spray, but that's for work though.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess
So if you want to smell me like you want to know how I smell for work, that's what I smell like. Pure Sport Old Spice.
I'll make sure not to get that.
Why you don't like?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like. But maybe that's why your patients like you. It's the pure sport.
Dang, so that's a good transition. So going back to my patients, so yeah, 2024 now.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, I've been in I started doing travel therapy.
Oh, that's right.
So when we last left off, what was it, like beginning of the year, like January?
Mhm.
So since January I ended up doing 3 competitions. I got gold in 2 of them, and then one was a national. And
Yay!
I lost to my teammate. We both know each other's moves, so
Yeah.
I don't care.
You almost had him. To be fair, I was there. You almost had his ass.
If the ref wasn't there.
Yeah, the ref wasn't there.
So I had a cross collar choke, and then you can actually hear him like gurgling.
How do you explain the cross collar choke to
So
the people?
if this is like
You have to.
the collar,
They can't see. Like, let's imagine they can't see
can't
what you're
see it?
doing. Yeah.
So I'm on the bottom, and then this person's on top of me. So what I do is I literally like reach across
And-
their neck,
Across their neck and grab their collar.
grab their collar from, like, I try to get as deep as I can behind their neck. So I like reach behind their neck, but I'm reaching across
Okay.
across behind their neck. I grab a hold of their collar, and then with my other arm I reach across to the other side, and I'm just trying to get a hold of their shoulder at least. It doesn't have to be the collar, but at least their shoulder. And then once I got that, then I just squeeze, and they call it the cross collar because you're making like a cross with
Across.
both your arms. So then I just like squeeze down, and then while squeezing down on my teammate, you just hear him going, like you can hear it in the
video.
recording, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ref heard that, and then the ref like he started touching us because I thought he was gonna stop it. He goes, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And then like you could see me just like easing up on the grip, and then my teammate was like, "Oh yeah, I'm okay." And then I let it go, and then because my grips were already tired, because I was like holding it for
Yeah.
a while, but
But that should have been a dub. That should have been the gold.
so it's okay. So yeah, I had 3 tournaments, and then after that, for whatever reason, I felt like I still needed to do more last year. So then I started doing travel therapy.
Mhm.
I started that in end of July, and then my first assignment was Clovis, New Mexico. You ever heard of that place?
No. I've heard of New Mexico.
Yeah, so
Not Clovis. No.
it's Clovis, New Mexico. There's an Air Force base over there.
Okay.
So of course there's things around there to do, but it's really on the border of Texas and New Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like one of the worst clinics. No, I would say that's the worst clinic that I've been to. It's called Physical Therapy Care. So
Dang, dang, he outed them.
So never go to that place. I was working until like 1 or 2 in the morning just from like doing like documentation, and then like the first day that I was there, I only had like an hour like orientation, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, here's your first patient," and then I kind of like felt like I was like playing catch up the the whole entire time that I was there.
Yeah, you got thrown into the wolves.
Yeah, and like at that time, I think I was just starting to get off of like my depression medication.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I got there, I started taking it again because like that place
It
made
was
me-
that bad.
Yeah, it was that bad. It made me like hella depressed, and I was only there for a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That must have been like the longest month.
that was the longest month. I was staying in a hotel room that whole month. Like, imagine like this room right here that you have right now is just a little bigger than
That's
what I had.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. And then I was with my cat too, Katarina.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Katarina.
Yeah.
I miss you.
so yeah, I was in there for a month. And yeah, that place made me hella depressed. And then I was just like thinking, I was like, dang, I think I made a mistake on trying to like, because I thought that the grass was greener on the other side.
Right.
Like the reason why people do travel therapy is because it pays more,
Right.
which is true. But I learned really quick that the money wasn't worth it.
Right.
And then I think I was off for like 2 weeks, and then I went to Oklahoma for for a week just to visit with my brother in Missouri. And then I went to Vegas for a week. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then we just hung out for a week, and then my next assignment was Midland, Texas. So from September to December, or end of December, I've been in Texas. And
Dude, that first couple weeks, or was it the first couple weeks, or it was the first week
In Texas?
Yeah.
so like I thought I messed up again. So I messed up because like I procrastinated on trying to find a place. And when I finally got there, I didn't know that it was an oil field. So that's everyone in the oil industry makes a lot of money. And so when I was trying to find like a short-term rental place, all the apartments were trying to charge me like $2,500 a month just because people can afford to pay.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
So then have you ever heard of like Oyo hotels? Like OYO?
Oyo?
Yeah.
No.
Like they're known for being like super cheap hotels. So this hotel literally had a 1-star review, and like the reviews were saying like, oh, don't go to this place. There's cockroaches everywhere. Yeah, it's not in a good part of town. But with me being cheap, I was just like, let me like I didn't believe the reviews, so I had a check-in time for 4 o'clock. So I get there at 4. By the time I get there, they were just installing the door.
Nice.
Yeah, they were fixing the lock. They were installing a TV in there, and then also the fridge and microwave. Oh, that's one of the places I got, or that's one of the reasons why I went for that place too,
Mhm.
was because it had the kitchen stuff.
They probably just borrowed it from another room.
They probably stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they were fixing the door frame, putting in the door, and then putting in all the other stuff, even though it said the check-in was 4 o'clock.
Right.
So I didn't get to the room until like 6 o'clock that day. This was the first day. And then yeah, the first week there was just cockroaches just running around. Like I can hear Katarina just running around at night because she's chasing the cockroaches.
Ew.
The bed sheets, they had cigarette burns. And I don't even think that the sheets were clean.
They probably weren't.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The water was cold. Like it never warmed up, but I was used to taking cold showers.
Yeah.
But still, I'm like, it would be nice to have a warm
Some
shower.
warm showers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just the quality of people out there. Every
You almost
time-
died.
I felt like they were planning something. I felt like that if I stayed there like a week longer, then they probably somebody would have done something. Because like my car definitely sticks out.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I stick out with those group of people.
For sure.
So yeah, like every time I would come back home from work, there was always like a group of people at the end of the parking lot just like staring at me. And yeah, I was just like, I gotta get out of here.
So how long did it take you until you like found a different place?
So that was the first week. And then the second week, so I needed to find a like a more permanent place. So I ended up finding an Airbnb, but that Airbnb wasn't available for another 3 weeks. So while I was waiting for that Airbnb, I found another hotel. But that hotel I was still paying like 1,800 a month, or um it equaled out to 1,800 a month. But I forgot what was the
How much was the week at the Oyo?
oil was 1,400
$1,400 for that 1
for
week.
that ugly hotel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then this other hotel was forgot how much it was. Yeah, but it was still expensive. And so I stayed in there for 3 weeks until I got a Airbnb. And then the Airbnb was only like 1,200 a month.
Hmm.
But yeah, so my assignment in Texas, that was like a complete like day and night from the clinic in
New Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah. But now I'm not traveling anymore.
Did you made some friends there at Texas?
Texas? Yeah. I would say was like one of the more friendly places that I've been to. Aside from my first week there, everyone in Texas was really nice. Like I would go to the gym and like people would actually approach me.
Oh.
Yeah. And then yeah, I found a good jiu-jitsu gym out there too. And their coaches actually know one of my coaches. So it's a small world.
So would you recommend the clinic over there?
Mm-hmm. And I told my traveling job, that I would recommend that place too.
Nice.
Because they didn't like try to kill me or anything.
Right.
Like they didn't try to like overwork me like the clinic in New Mexico.
Yeah, in New Mexico, you probably worked more than like when you worked here. Would you say that?
In Vegas or
Yeah.
the one in New Mexico, I was seeing like 80 people a week.
And then how many people would you see here?
Maybe like 30.
Huge difference.
Yeah. So now after Texas, I got my old job in Pahrump.
Oh, like officially?
Mm-hmm.
As part-time, right?
That's part-time because I feel like at the beginning of the year, they don't have enough people because people are changing insurances and stuff. So they probably don't have enough workload right now.
I see.
But yeah, so that was pretty much my year. I sold my house.
Yay!
But then now I'm just like, now I don't have a place to live. I'm living with my parents again.
Comment down below if you want to see me and Anthony live together. I want to see it. I'm gonna comment down. Okay, so what have you already kind of like laid out what you want to do or achieve this year?
My goals?
Yeah.
I still want to do that investment thing.
Okay,
like that's what I mentioned in the last video.
Yeah.
Like I still want to invest in a investment property, and that was my original plan before. But at least now I have capital to actually do an investment property. I want to get a blue belt.
That's coming this year for sure.
I want to, the different levels for like learning languages. So there's A1, A2, B1, B2. Like those are just the different levels.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to at least get to like the beginner intermediate level for French.
Can you drop some French right now?
Like I can just say like my name is Anthony.
Go for it.
Like je m'appelle Anthony.
give me the French accent.
That wasn't. Je m'appelle Anthony.
Speaking of French and France, you had a croissant today.
And a croissant at I forgot what was the name of the place.
I forgot the name of the place too, but it's near me. How would you rate it?
From what I had today, like a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Is that the highest croissant you've rated or no?
I don't eat a lot of croissants, so probably yeah.
I see. That's the bar right now. He got me a right here.
Tous les jours.
Tous les jours.
It means every day.
Every day?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I don't know if I could eat that every day. But I had their matcha there, and I must say it's not the best matcha I've ever had. The best matcha I've had is still at Madhouse coffee shop. So that's still number one in my heart.
Yeah, I don't think you would want to go to a French cafe for matcha.
Yeah, I
You
feel
would
like
want
you'd
to go
want
to like a Japanese place.
yeah, for sure. I think if I go to a Japanese place, I think it would taste
Too authentic.
too authentic. Like I like that middle ground, like the sweet, but like you also get the Japanese culture. You know what I'm saying? This matcha from Tous les jours, tous les yes.
Les jours.
You sound like the guy from SpongeBob.
1 hour later.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, no, I gotta give this like a 7.
That's still a 7?
And I'm giving it like I'm being generous.
Like I would have given it a 5, but not because it's nasty. It's just
Yeah, it's not that it doesn't taste good. It just doesn't.
there's no.
It's
flavor.
not up to my standards. Yeah, it's more like because I got oat milk with it, right? Because I can't drink regular milk. It tastes too much like oat milk.
It just tastes like green oat milk.
It's just green oat milk. Like, where's the matcha? You know, like add more matcha if you can, please. What do you remember? What I was talking about in the last podcast that we did?
It was just
Like, was I still like depressed?
Yeah, I don't think you got your job yet.
Oh, okay. So that's the newest thing, I guess, for me was I got promoted and I'm at a different location now. So it's been since January, March, April, May. No, January, February, March, April. I started April. And it's January now. So what is it? How many months is that? 8, 9 months? I don't know if I did my math right there. But I can happily say that I'm happier now. And I'm at a better place. And it's funny because we had our Christmas party and I saw my old coworkers. And most of them were like, oh my gosh, you gained so much weight. I'm like, it's because I'm happier now. And they were like, oh, we want to be happy too. Yeah, so they're miserable.
So
I wish I could like bring them on because I know what it's like over there where I used to work. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but just the work style and like it's too much. You're doing a little too much over there. And with us, even though we still have a lot of work, it's not like you're not dreading going to work. Like I think if you like dread going to work, I think you need to get out. Just my opinion. But for me, fortunately for me, I got accepted to this new role and, making some decent money, which is always good. And yeah, happier now for sure.
No, that's good because I remember one of the questions was like, "Are you happy?" And you said no. Like you said that you weren't in a happy place right now.
Yeah.
So you would say that you're actually in a happy place.
I'm in a better place for sure. I'm in a better place for sure. Yeah. I think there's always going to be that like continuous chase for like happiness. But compared to where I was from the last episode that we did to now, it's a huge difference for sure.
Like I feel like I started off the year happy and like content, and then I got depressed because I was trying to discover if the green was greener on the other side.
The grass was greener.
What did I say?
You said the green is greener.
I like that better.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I meant?
Yeah. I gotcha.
And then I discovered that it's not, and then now I kind of feel like that I'm back where I was in the beginning of last year.
Like you're starting over again?
Not starting over. I'm just picking back up like where I
you
left
were.
off in the beginning of the year.
I see.
I feel like that what I did this year was like a side quest. Yeah. Like, let me see what's over there for a little bit.
Would you recommend it?
What I did this year?
Yeah.
I think if you really want to know, are you talking about just traveling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're allowed to, or like if you're able to, I think a a lot of people they can't do it because they're in a relationship or they have
I mean, traveling for your job.
yeah, if you like that lifestyle. I didn't like it because I would settle in a place for like a few months or for like a month, and then all of a sudden I would have to like get up and go. Um, yeah, that lifestyle isn't for me. And like trying to find like housing for myself, like that was just like stress um that wasn't worth the money. So
I guess the best way to go about it is like, if you really want to find out, you should do it.
I would recommend it if you have that mindset on like you're ready to like just get up and go every few weeks or a few months. But I think I wasn't like prepared for that.
Mm.
And yeah, I was actually kind of sad like leaving like Texas too. Cuz like I made friends over there and yeah, it's just like dang, I got to go now. But yeah. I think my lesson from that is I think the grass is greener where you decide to water it instead of trying to see if it really is greener on the other side. That's my take on it, like from what I did this year.
So, anyways, those Durango girls. Oh, I wanted to you know how like you were like, oh, what's more likely?
Mhm.
But do you think so? What's more likely? Do you think for me is traveling out of the country or dating somebody?
Dating someone?
Yeah.
You mean like a label or like just going on a date,
Yeah, just like going on a date.
like a picnic?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
is that too much? Or like a coffee?
That's a lot. That's a lot of commitment, you know.
like coffee.
Coffee is cool. Boba, coffee, tea. Like that to me, that's easy. I feel like I could just ask anybody that, and they'll always be down. But it's not like
Dating.
it's not dating
Yeah. I think you would. It's more likely for you to go on a date.
on a date than out the country.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's find out. We'll see. But I do want to get my passport for sure.
I rescheduled mine.
You rescheduled it?
Yeah,
Oh, why?
because I'm free next week.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry.
We were supposed to do it together, and he just completely forgot about me. But that's okay. I still have to find my documents. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. But yeah, that's one of the goals for sure is to get a passport. And I don't know. I'd like to travel, but it's different to travel with my family. Like I know they want to travel, but like I want to travel with friends. So like Anthony, like he wants to travel, and I want to go with him. But we'll see. We'll see what the situation is, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't finish my goals.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, my bad. You're taking a little too long.
There's So what I said I want to be like a A1 or A2 B1 French level.
Mm-hmm.
I want my BJJ
Blue belt.
blue belt. I was gonna say black belt. Like, dang.
That's crazy.
I want to invest in properties. There was one more. Oh, passport. So I'm already gonna knock that one out. I want to travel out the country, and then this last one kind of has like a deeper like meaning than beyond than like what it says. But I think you saw it on my post. Like I said, I want to fall in love with love,
Mm.
and like for me, I think that's like one of like my biggest fears is like falling in love. Like it doesn't have to be with like someone necessarily, but just like falling in love with like something. Like that's like one of my biggest fears, and I feel like that's like something that I'm gonna try to like accomplish this year.
See, I kind of want to like dig deeper into that, but like, what do you mean by like? So can I, like, is falling in love with like BJJ? Is that something else, or is that
Yeah,
not even?
that's like scary for because I'm just like I like jujitsu, but I'm just like, what if I like really like it, but then all of a sudden it's just like that can be taken away from me like at any time, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm ready that type of like commitment yet. If that makes any sense. Like just
Aren't you already committed?
kind of, but it's just like I'm still afraid of like what if it's like taken. Like I'm afraid of like falling, like the process of like falling in love because of the fear of like losing it. But I would say jujitsu is a bad example though.
Mm, I
Um,
get it.
like I don't know what would be a better example. Um, I guess if like I guess this would be better if I were to use it on like a person. Like I'm so afraid of like actually like falling for someone that I don't even like put myself in that position in the first place.
So you're not comfortable with like having to let something go
Yeah,
that
it's just scary.
you like invested your time and effort into someone. Like
Dang, you got it.
is that I get that. But I think it's also important to like be okay with that. It's hard, but not everything lasts.
Because I feel like because I think this stems from my last relationship
Mm,
because I gave like so much of me, and then when that finally like was taken away from me, it took me years to get back to like where I'm at now,
hmm
like to be at a good spot, a good place. So I'm like I'm afraid of like even like giving a little piece of me away just for it to just someone like throw it away or something throw it away. That's what I mean by like falling in love with like the process of like love.
Dang, that's deep.
Yeah. Love is scary for me.
Love is scary for you.
Like
I-
that's why I'm like just content with just um like if it came to like a person. Like I feel like a lot of guys they like to make like that first like move like right away.
Mm.
But then I'm like content with just like I don't go beyond like the next step onto like what would make love.
Why are you going on a picnic?
Hey.
Hey. So
I'm
anyway,
trying to get better with my goals. I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone.
I respect that. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. No, I was just gonna say I think the way I'm gonna word it right now is it's probably gonna sound bad, but it's for the lack of a better term, I guess. But I think for me, I'm okay with like getting hurt. Like I'm okay like risking that to find love, like true love. Does that make sense? Like I'll put myself out there, and even though I might get hurt in the end, like I'm gonna keep being okay with doing it over and over until I find my true love or like the one for me. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're not afraid of like catching feelings for something, even though you might lose it.
Yeah. Like I have to be okay with losing it.
See, I'm still working on that. Like I still need to learn how to be okay with losing something. Because I feel like I still have like remnants of like, oh, I'm like, why am I um such a good person? Why do like if I'm such a good person then I deserve
Good things.
good things. So like I feel like if I'm a good person and then I want this, then I should or I deserve like this good outcome.
Right.
But
But that's not real life.
yeah.
Like yeah, like we get the saying, it's like, oh dude, like you deserve everything. Like you deserve everything good that comes to you because you're such a good person, right? We say that. But like really, in reality, nobody deserves anything. Like you gotta fucking I don't know. Like
That's that good guy syndrome.
mm,
Like,
yeah.
oh, if I'm such a good guy, then how come this girl doesn't like me?
Yeah.
And then that's why girls don't like good guys sometimes.
Girls don't like nice guys.
That's what, yeah.
But if you're good,
Like you would get a better definition if you Google it, but like the nice guy syndrome,
yeah.
you get a better definition. But I'm working on trying to be not as nice, if that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Don't want to be the nice guy. What's your attachment style?
So it just depends. It depends on the. I guess it depends on the person, right? Like on like my relationship with you, and our attachment style will be different from my relationship, like with my parents, maybe, or somebody else, right? So for us, I mean, what did you say the attachment styles were?
Secure, avoidant, anxious, and then the disorganized.
So
So,
can you explain all of them?
so the secure attachment style, and I guess I'll kind of use us and like other people as an example. So like a secure attachment style would be us because like me and you, we don't make each other anxious or we don't try to avoid each other's like, I guess like feelings. Um, like today I was like comfortable like making like a little like potato tower with my leftover cheese and like you were just like content with just like watching me and yeah, because we're just like secure with each other's I guess presence.
Yeah.
Whereas like an avoidant style, like let's say if I start getting like too close to you, like you need that space to deal like with like this emotion that I'm like portraying out to you, like just so you can like deal with that emotion on your own. So you need like they call it avoidance because you start creating space and avoid the whatever emotion or feeling that you're feeling.
Right.
Anxious is like me feeling anxious whenever you or if you wouldn't respond to my text. Like I would be like, oh, did I make Eric mad? Or like, why isn't he responding to my text messages? Like that would be anxious. And then disorganized is just a little bit of both the anxious and avoidant. So, yeah, me and you are secure. Like we're just fine with just like we can like sit in silent and
be okay.
we'd be okay.
Yeah.
But if I were to do that with someone that I would have like a crush on, that would make me kind of anxious. Like, oh, I wonder what she's thinking about. Like,
I know the feeling for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I think I can say that over the last year or so, like I think with certain people, I definitely went from like an anxious style to like more of like because I would be anxious and then somebody else would be avoidant, right? So like you said to me earlier that kind of feeds each other.
Yeah.
Right? So I kind of learned how to like not be so anxious, I guess. Like not have to think about, oh, why aren't they like messaging me back or like why aren't they calling me back? To more of like, dude, you know what? I'm gonna just do my own thing. And then the more I did that, the more I kind of just did my own thing. Then they want my attention. Then they want to talk to me and they, want to do stuff. But like, to me, I always found that so weird. But I guess that is like, the attachment styles.
Yeah. So that was like you going from like more anxious to more secure.
Yeah.
And then that works out for someone that's more avoidant because you're understanding that they need space. So you're not constantly being anxious. Like, because when you give an avoidant person like constant attention, that only pushes them further away because you're not giving them the space
that they want.
But then if you learn how to be more secure, then it lets I guess it creates a more like open space or like a more welcoming like environment for the avoidant person for them to come back to you whenever they're ready.
Yeah.
So,
and you said does that like that ties into like how you grow up?
Yeah. So
can you like expand on that?
So I guess like the way how like the attachment styles they stem from like how your parents like raised you. And I only learned about this like maybe like a few months ago, so don't quote me on any of these things. But so like a secure attachment style is when let's say like a baby's crying. So the parents they would like care for the kid and actually like help the child like cope with their emotions because at the time they don't know how to deal with their their emotions. So then they learn how to be more secure in like how they're feeling. Like if they express that they're sad, their parent is going to be there for them. So they know how to express, oh, I'm sad. Or if they're happy, then their parent is going to be there, like acknowledge, like, oh, they're happy. An avoidant child is or the avoidant attachment style develops when like let's say the same baby's crying and the parents just let the baby cry, like that baby learns to just deal with the emotion on their own. So whenever they grow up, they have like this feeling, so then they know to just deal with it on their own. Like they need that space. Like they don't want, like, oh, if you're trying to show an avoidant person like attention, like they don't want that. All they know is how to deal with it on their own. So um, yeah, avoidant is because they learn to deal with emotions on themselves or for themselves. And then anxious is let's say this baby that's crying, the parent is there for them one day, and then the next day they're not
Absent.
Yeah. So that creates like, oh, my parent was here before, but then now they're not. Like, are they gonna come back again? So that creates like anxious tendencies for when the kid grows up. And then this organized, I don't know exactly how that happens, but I guess you kind of get it. Like it just depends on like the parent style, parenting style. So I think I grew up anxious because my parents were there sometimes, and then they would leave for work or whatever. Not any fault of their own, like, but yeah, that would like, yeah, that made me like really anxious, like growing up. Like if that created like me, like if someone didn't like me and then they like then text me back, or like it just had me like just feeling anxious all the time. Like, oh, they don't like me. What did I do? And then yeah, so I think that's where my anxious like tendency come from.
I see. Yeah. I think I could definitely relate to that, just because of how I grew up too. So yeah, I feel for you. Would you say now, like, how would you think? Are you still more on that anxious?
I think it just
side?
Depends on the person.
Right. Yeah, I think so too.
I think maybe last year going into this year, I was really anxious whenever someone wouldn't like text me or like me back. But this year, I've grown to be more, I think more secure, but then also avoidant too. Like I learned how to deal with the emotions on my own, but then I also needed like space too, like to like cope.
I think you definitely need your space.
Yeah.
Whenever like you need to cool off or something, like you need to give this guy space. Let this guy breathe. Don't keep asking him what's wrong, because it's only gonna make him, I don't know, like just, well, what's the word, like if I keep asking you how you, like, if you're okay, how is that gonna make you feel?
That just annoys me.
Yeah, it's just annoying. So just let him breathe.
Yeah,
give him some space.
And it's not bad to have like these attachment styles.
Yeah,
like I think it's just a matter of like understanding everyone else's
for sure
attachment style. Like if someone is secure, then that's good.
Yeah.
But if someone is like anxious or avoidant, then maybe just, I guess, try to understand better like what their needs are.
Do you think those people realize what their attachment styles are? Do you think they know what, like?
Not if they don't know what attachment styles are.
Yeah.
Like I just discovered what attachment styles are recently.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, it made me like self-reflect, like, oh dang, I'm an anxious type of person. And then I've grown to be more, I'm learning how to be more secure. But then I also know that I have avoidant tendencies where I need space.
Yeah.
So let's say if I do end up with someone, like I need to like communicate that with them. Like, hey.
Yeah, I think that's huge too, is like just communicating that, hey, this is just what I need. Like if you can just respect that I need space or whatever the hell I need, I think that needs to be communicated too. because you can't just let people guess or like wonder or whatever the hell. But I think if people are more aware of like these attachment styles, I think they'll start noticing it more. Like they're gonna be more mindful and more aware of it in other people. Right? Makes sense.
Yeah, like if I end up with someone that's more like anxious, I guess I have to learn how to be more reassuring for them. So, like I think I wasn't good at that before. Like
Yeah.
my last relationship, I think they were like really anxious,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't know how to reassure them.
Yeah.
Like I was a avoidant person. I needed space whenever they were like acting up, but
Mhm.
so I needed space and they needed reassurance, and that combination didn't work.
Yeah.
So like we were both going like in opposite directions where I should have understand that that person needed reassurance, or vice versa. This person should have understood that I needed some space.
Yeah.
But
I think when I met somebody that had an anxious attachment style, like I was pretty good at like reassuring them because I also had an anxious style, like attachment style. I don't think with them, but with somebody else, and I knew what that was like. And so I was like, okay, I get what they're going through or like getting at, or you know, like how they are. So I'm like, this is how you deal with that. Basically, you got to reassure them, or at least, or whatever it is, whatever attachment style it is. Like if you know how to handle it, like that just makes everything a little easier.
do you like topics like this?
Me,
Like learning how like different like attachment styles, or just like learning like different
I like
understanding
I
emotions?
yeah, like I like learning how people work.
You,
Like it's very fascinating to me.
have you ever wanted to like learn how to like manipulate someone, like emotion?
So thank you guys for watching. My name is Erik.
Have you ever tried?
I don't know how to word this without sounding like a fucking psycho. But I think when I was younger, I was definitely good at that. Like I was definitely good at like getting what I wanted from somebody. But like I didn't do it maliciously. Like I'm not trying to fucking get somebody to kill someone. But like just to get what I want and like my needs. And like I was able to persuade somebody, I guess. How about you?
What do I think like manipulating?
Yeah.
I think I did it unintentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Um maybe like giving gifts, for example. Like gift giving could be used as a like a manipulative tool.
I see. Yeah.
Like if I give this person a gift, then in return, then
Then they owe me something.
they owe me something, and I think I did that unintentionally because I think that's one of my love languages too.
Is
It's
gift
like
giving?
Gifts, is that what a love language?
Yeah.
Just gift giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they don't have like I don't expect anything in return, but like I like treating people.
But like is that how you accept love back? Like is that like something that's important to you? Is for someone to gift you something?
I think my way of expressing love is to give or is to give gifts, but then I think how I would want to be treated back is like quality time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's like me unintentionally like, oh, if I give you this gift, then I expect quality time in return.
Do you think are you do you still think that way?
No, but I like realized like that's what I was doing without even like
Knowing.
knowing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I was like, is this manipulative? Like I think it's called I think that's love bombing.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I forgot about that term. But I think you're right. Yeah.
yeah. I was just
love
doing
bombing.
that unintentionally. Like, oh, it's special occasion. Let me give this gift. But like I don't think I was expecting something in return, but I think when you kind of like dig really deep into it, like, I guess I was really expecting, oh, my love language to be fulfilled. Like, I need um some quality time now.
Okay, so now that we're kind of getting into like love languages now,
Dang.
right? So, do you think it's important for your partner to know what your love language is and how you accept love, and for them to give you that love?
I think it's important.
And do you think that only applies to romantic relationships?
But not like to a relationship like us.
Like us. Like if we know that we both like quality time,
Mhm. But then I only give you
but you
touch.
only give me touch. I don't like touch. Don't fucking touch me. Like, do you think that's important also in a
For
friendship?
friends. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that applies not only in romantic relationships. So.
Like you don't like touch, like especially when like
If a girl touches me, it's fine. If it's a guy, like I'm sorry, dude, don't touch me. I mean, we can hug each other, like that's cool with me. But like, if you're just like don't freaking touch me, dude. No, I think it's really important. With whatever relationship, like, I think, let's say, like my parents, like if their way of loving me is just giving me gifts all the time, and I think they did this when I was a kid, because I would like almost expect the gift from them, because that's just how they would give me my happiness, I guess, is just giving me gifts. Like now it's just like I treat myself, so it's all good. But I think, but that's not what I wanted from my parents. Just to be clear,
what did you want? Quality time?
I wanted words of affirmation.
You still need that now?
I think growing up, I think that's what I really wanted, is just people to reassure me.
That's
And
anxious too.
what's that?
attachment.
Anxious attachment style. Yeah. So when people tell me, and I've noticed this like throughout the years, like when people express to me like that, that I'm appreciated, that I mean something to them, I'm a good friend or whatever it is, like to me that means a lot. Like it really hits me like deep. Like I take that to heart. So when if somebody like says some shit to me, like lies about me like behind my back, that also hurts. Like that also hits, because I'm like, what did I do to you for you to talk bad about me? But hey, like some people, like I'm a villain in somebody's story. Like that's just how it is at the end of the day, right? I'm just ranting now, but
What would be your ideal woman if you were to like tie in like love language and like attachment style and just like them in general?
I feel like I have to do the math on that. I think I have to formulate. I can't give it off the top of the head, but yeah, if somebody that just knows my love language and my attachment style, and then somebody that could just like really complement it. That's all I want at the end of the day, is somebody that I have great chemistry with. How about you?
Like my ideal person, I think I would have to think about it too. But if I'm just going off the top of my head, of course I would want someone that's secure in like their emotions.
sure.
But with that being said, I would want them to be able to like express like, hey, I'm a secure person, so you won't have to like worry about like reassuring me. You won't have to worry about like, and like vice versa with all the different attachment styles. I would at least want someone to learn how to, or be able to like communicate like their needs.
For sure.
I guess like love language. I'm like really fine with just like quality time. Like I feel like I get like an energy boost whenever like even just us just like spending time.
Mhm.
Like that just like re-energizes me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like this year or this morning I really had to get out the house. Like I was just like, I need to get out the house. Let me spend quality time.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be my ideal person, like superficially. Is that a word?
Yeah,
Like
superficial. Superficially? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on the surface.
Yeah. just someone that can communicate well, no matter what attachment style they are, and then someone that can give me quality time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, now that you're saying it, I can relate. I definitely somebody like that too, because when I'm like hanging out with the right person, like Anthony, you know, it's just like he says, I'm sure you guys can relate. It gives you some type of energy. You're like, man, like I'm feeling better. You know, I'm here with my best bud, you know? So it's like, I feel that. So if I can find someone like that for me, like that would be amazing for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's really the ideal. So if there's anybody out there,
Maybe the Durango.
maybe the Durango girl,
Do you think she's secure?
off the vibes that we
Yeah.
just got off, I think so.
She looked like a nice person.
She had like good energy. Like, you know, when you see somebody and then you're kind of around them and then you just feel their energy and aura. She had good energy.
What was my aura,
What?
just in general?
Like the first time I met you, or like?
Yeah, that, and then like now.
Well, the first time I met you, I was like, who the fuck?
Was it really?
Huh?
Like, who is this guy?
Like, who the fuck is this guy? I can't really remember all the way back then. I just thought you were cool. Like you were
Really, from the first impression?
like, you're fine. Like I was like, this guy looks weird, but
You thought I looked weird? Looked weird.
everybody thinks I look weird. But yeah, no. I mean, I feel like we tell them every time on the podcast like how we met. You want to tell them one more time? Tell them
Like
one more
my
time.
first, like, I guess, like if you were talking about like energy, I thought you had like a weird like who's this guy carrying this camera around? Like I didn't think that we would click. I thought that like if we're talking about like wavelengths too,
Mhm.
like I don't think ours matched. Like,
Yeah.
I always thought that there was something off about you.
Well,
But does that mean anything about you? 'Cause
like off the rip. Yeah, like I didn't think we were gonna be as close as we are now. For sure. Like I could have never predicted that. But for me at that time, like I was already used to being that guy that fucking carried a camera around like all the time. Like to me, that was just me. Like I was okay with that. And whoever was cool with me, I was cool with them. And yeah, one day he just sent out a message to be like, hey, who wants to study? I'll be here. Nobody showed up but me. And the rest is history. Here we are today. How long ago was that? 2018?
no, that's 2016.
2016?
Yeah.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're going on 8 years.
Dang.
Isn't that crazy?
I feel like you definitely give off a good energy.
You think so?
Mhm.
Some people call me fake. Do you know that person?
Yeah, my ex. I think
That's crazy.
well, I don't know where it would stem from, like why people would think that you're fake. I think it's because like sometimes you would be chill, and then all of a sudden you have like high moments. Like I feel like you're either like one or the other. Like you're either down here or up here, and I feel like people don't understand that you can.
It just depends
Yeah.
on who I'm with,
Yeah.
what the vibe's like. That's it, dude. Like I adapt, right?
Yeah.
But also, if like I feel like you don't have a good energy, I'm just not gonna give you anything. It's not worth my time and energy. Like sometimes I try, like in the beginning, right? But like if you're just like constant, like not good vibes, not good energy, then I'm gonna stop trying. So maybe I give off those fake vibes because at one point I was trying, and then I just stopped. And that's not my fault. That's your fault. Blame yourself. Blame your fucking self. Match my vibe. Have good energy. That's all it is. Think of me how you want to, but the ones closest to me know how I am.
Do I give off a good vibe, or am I like a kind of like a mysterious or like kind of like
Yeah,
Am I deceiving?
I thought for the longest time I was like mysterious. I mean, at some point I was, but I think it's this guy now.
Why?
I think Anthony is the mysterious guy now.
I don't,
But he is a nice guy. Like he brings good energy. He talks about chickens.
It's been so long.
It's been so long, but man, it's funny. I don't know if we already told you guys, but when he would go with me on my shoots and then he would like talk with some of my models, he would talk about the funniest shit, like the most random. Like it's not normal type conversation. And I'm like, Anthony, be normal. But him to normal, like normal to him is like talking about chickens.
Just like random stuff.
Yeah, just random. His normal is not normal. I'm just gonna say that. Like if you thought I'm not normal, he's not normal.
Like, are we like this same not normal?
We're like it's like different genres of like not
different
normal.
category.
Yeah, different categories of not normal. I mean, it is what it is. We are who we are. We're all unique in our own ways. So
I feel like I learned a lot today.
today was just a whole bunch of knowledge dropped. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
I don't think I asked your goals.
I don't know. It's kind of like
It's still too early.
it might be a little too early, and it's always like constantly changing. Like it's not like the same thing every day. But I do like there are some things that I want to do. Like again, going back to the passport thing, I want to get my passport and like travel out the country. I want to lose some weight.
How much?
I can't put a number on it. I just want to look in the mirror and feel good about myself. Like right now, it's like kind of thick. Maybe another BJJ class.
Yes. Go on a date.
Go on a date, maybe the Wrangler. I do want to make more friends, like just like whether it's just like networking or like I just want to get out there more, or like even the friends that I've made online, like meet them this year if possible.
Snowboarding.
Put that on the list.
You only got a few months to try that out.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to wait again until next season. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, depends on how the investments go.
Dang, it's been like a few years.
Yeah, it has been a few years, and I'm turning 30 this year.
Dang,
It's over. It's all over.
I feel like this year is really our year, though. I know I said it.
We say it every year.
but for
Real this time?
I think I have like a strong conviction.
I think you for sure.
I think like this year, I don't know what it is, but
Like I said, you carry yourself different nowadays, especially different from last year for sure.
you know what's something different? I forgot. I got a tattoo.
Oh,
I didn't show it.
yeah, show off the
I
tattoo.
don't think I even posted it on my social media except for
Oh, we're getting a reveal right here.
my closest
Ooh,
friends.
nice. So what is this?
So this is. I originally wanted the traditional like Japanese waves, but then the artist that I went with, he does more realism stuff, so he drew more realistic waves. I got the moon because I'm a moon sign, the water because I'm a water sign. Triangle is actually a water sign. So this is just I'm water.
Everything's water.
And then a little jet plane because I was in the Air Force.
Wow.
So, and then I'm gonna actually continue it later on this month. It's gonna be something else.
That's a new man right there.
A bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
Bad boy.
God damn it. But yeah, I mean, those are the newest things. I grew out my hair a little bit. It's kind of messy right
Are
now.
you gonna cut it this year?
Am I gonna cut it this year? I just got it trimmed, so I'll probably play with it a little bit more, like layer it, and then maybe cut it short, like in the middle of the year, like summertime, or past that. But yeah, I'm just trying out different hairstyles. I want to color it light, like blonde, platinum, something, light pink.
Hey, let me help you.
Originally, it was supposed to be light pink. The guy gave us the wrong color. I don't know if you guys caught my goals there, but those are just some things. Yeah, I think that's it for now. That's a lot. That's a lot of things. Relax.
I think this is a two-parter,
It's a two-parter.
like a two-part podcast.
No, we just posting it. Just the whole
The
thing.
whole thing.
Whole thing. I think that's it. That's it for me. Anything for you? Any closing remarks?
No, I'm just excited for what 2024 has for us. So it's gonna be exciting to see this video in a year. Like, oh, look what we did. Just because when I watched the podcast from last year, I was just like, oh dang, that's really cool that this is what changed from that and then to now. So I'm excited for like what's gonna happen from here to the end of the year.
Yeah. I think we should do this like at least every 6 months.
Like an
Like half a year update.
semi-annual.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Just to like see like where we're at, if we've reached some goals, some milestones, and then go from there. I'm excited. We have audio this time. Last time we didn't have audio. We didn't get to put the other episode out.
I remember that being a good episode too.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Well, it will never be seen or heard. There was
I
no
think I said
audio.
some pretty crazy stuff in there too.
There was some crazy stuff.
So
But
I think now that I remember, I was like, oh, that's the reason.
yeah, it's better that it didn't come out.
You would have got canceled.
But yeah. All right. We'll just let you wonder what that was about. With that, my name's Eric.
My name's Anthony. I was gonna say something funny, but then
I thought you forgot your name.
I was gonna say something else.
Oh. Peace.
Oh.